Let's go. Let's go, Morris. You ready? You ready? Is you ready though? Fam, I'm letting y'all know right now. This shit finna go crazy. Crazy, Morris. Crazy. Lock in. Share this out. Share this out, Morris. You gonna wanna share this out, Morris. It's about that time though. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. It's about that time. Share this beam out. Man, let's go, man. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready though? Is y'all ready though? So a lot of stuff going on. Peace and love to all the Moors, all the Muslims, all the Asiatics around the world. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. H-Town, Islam, the Rock, Islam, West Coast, East Coast, down south, up north, overseas, Islam. Let me know where you at. St. Lucia, Islam, Jersey, Islam. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. It's lit. Look, with all the crazy stuff going on in the world right now, with Milwaukee, Islam, Kentucky, Louisville, Islam, Cali, Islam. Hey, look, man. Y'all turn. Y'all turn. Okay. Indiana, Detroit, 313. What up, though? Y'all turn. Okay. Rhode Island, Islam. See, already then. Okay. We ain't playing no games. Straight to it. They out here throwing the kitchen sink at everybody out here with the voting and the early voters, early vote and the registration. Do you realize what's going on, fam? Share this beam out, because you know they still got this paid shadow ban. So share this beam out. You know the rack up in here. South side, wild hundreds. You already know we in here. East side crazy. Out west with it. Up north. Yes, sir. Hey, so look. Early voters registration. They talking all this registration. Do you realize when you register to do anything with these people, do you know what they do to you? They put you as a franchisee corporation to the U.S. corporation. What does that mean? Fam, you know what it'd be like? It'd be like this right here. Look. When people be talking, when they be talking like, man, what can we do? What can we do right now? What can we do? We could do this right here. From the book, 33 Strategies of War. From the book, The Art of War Visualized. Know yourself. Know your enemy. Our people do not know who the enemy is. For real. We have just been so indoctrinated by this John D. Rockefeller school system, by these sellout traders. They got the perfect camouflage. See, they got the perfect skin complexion. See, they look like us, but they not like us. Like for real though. They look like us, but they not like us. So what do we need to do then? We need to start knowing ourselves, and we need to start knowing who the enemies is. There's no, well, I don't like them because of the complexion of their skin. That don't mean that they're your enemy because the complexion of your skin, and that don't mean they're your friend because they got the same complexion as you. The skin complexion game is a distraction. It's an illusion. It's to let you bring your guards down so the enemy can move up in on you and do what they want to do to take over. That's what that is. Know yourself. Know your enemy. Let's go a little further real quick. Know your enemy. The intelligence strategy. Hold up. Turn me up. What it say? It say the target of your strategies should be less the army you face than the mind of the man or woman who runs it. If you understand how the mind works, you have the key to deceiving and controlling it. Train yourself to read people, picking up the signals they unconsciously send about their innermost thoughts and intentions. A friendly front will let you watch them closely and mine them for information. Beware of projecting your own emotions and mental habits onto them. Try to think as they think. By finding your opponent's psychological weaknesses, you can work to unhinge their minds. Now, disclaimer alert. We're using this information for the positive, not the negative. All right. So knowing the enemy, you first got to know yourself. And what does it say about knowing yourself? It say from Sun Tzu, the classic. What does it say? He say, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. How real is that, though? How real is that? You don't know your enemy and you go to war. Now you done lost soldiers. Now you done lost bread. Now you done lost territory. You done lost lives. See how important knowing yourself and knowing the enemy is? You feel me? So look, what it say? It say, he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior forces. He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. He will win who prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. This is man or woman. He will win who has military capacity and is not interfered with by the sovereign. That means somebody trying to step inside you, what you trying to do, and you got your mind already on business. Don't let them try to get involved with, oh, I got some money. I'll front you some bread. Nah, I'm good. See that? How good work gets done. Let me know where y'all Moors tuning in from. Islam. People to lead. Bosses who get out the way. Guides to follow. So you want to be right in the center. You got your own mind. You got your own strategies. You don't just have tactics. See, a lot of people, they got tactics. They don't really have a strategy. Minnesota, Islam. So you want to be right in the middle. You feel me? You want to stand on law. You want to stand on principle. You want to have positive attributes. You want to know the dark side as well as the positive side. You're in the center. You're in the yin and the yang. You feel me? So look, they out here talking about what can we do to change the situations about what's going on? You got to know yourself. You got to know who the enemy is. Miami, Islam. You got to know that this flag that's flying behind me right now, this flag, fam, this is the Moorish flag of the empire. You see, I'm repping Ayati, right? Ayati and all of the other countries, those are kingdoms inside of the Al-Moroccan Empire. This is a kingdom flag, all right? A separate kingdom inside of the Moorish Empire. That's what this is. That's why Moors are supposed to rep all of the flags, because all of the Moorish flags are our flags. They're not the hyper-European. They are flags. So you wearing a headband, a bandana, or whatever, you repping for the Moors, though. So you thinking, they got us out here thinking like, when you see this flag right here, Zamaica or Zamaka, they got us out here thinking like, nah, them ain't our people that's down there. These are our people. Just like you see a flag over there, Cuba. You think that we ain't got no kind of ancestral tie to the land in Cuba. Those are people too. Same over here with Barbados. They tell us, them ain't your people over there. No, those are separate people that's over there. Nothing could be further from the truth. This is why we kicking it off. Know yourself, know your enemy. We got to start knowing ourselves, because if we don't know ourselves, the enemy can infiltrate. See, you can find a little, I'm feeling that right there. You could have a little lack of knowledge in a certain area, and the enemy, they'll get involved. Yes, sir. Shout out to Hawaii. All those are Moorish lands. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. Look at this, Moor. Look at this, Moors. One World, One America, Part 2. Tartarian Antiquity and Lemurian Giants. All these lands are Moorish lands. If you look up the word Moor in this dictionary, you look up the word land, you're going to see the word Moors in the definition. Fam, we ain't got time to waste time. But see, what they want us to do is stay involved in the Trojan horse. What's the Trojan horse about? Y'all seen the movie? You seen the movie Troy before, right? Remember Troy? Remember that movie with Troy? Brad Pitt? You remember that movie, right? Troy. It's a scene in there, in the movie, where the people was on the beachfront. Matter of fact, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to show it to you. Watch this. Shit wild, though. Because if you don't know your enemy, the enemies that's camouflaged, they gonna get down on you, because they gonna come with this whole story about, yeah, this is how you supposed to do it. And this is what you need to say. Look, somebody that got the perfect camouflage will be somebody that looks just like you. They look like you, they got the look like you, but they talking about something that's entirely different from law. See, this is why the Prophet Noble Drew Ali told us he said to come back into the constitutional fold of government. Our people, through the miseducation system, the General Board of Miseducation, they don't want us, they're not teaching us constitutional fold of government. It's not by accident. It's deliberate. So if you don't know the Constitution or constitutional laws or treaty laws, then how can you at a disadvantage in combat, in war, in battling? You're not going to be able to keep up with the ops because they know certain things that you don't know. So since you don't know it, they're going to be throwing out twisted tales and lies to get you thinking like this is a democracy. This is a democracy. Question. How could this be a democracy if the word democracy ain't mentioned one time in the Constitution? And the Constitution, contrary to popular belief, has never been changed, and it's the supreme law of the land. Did you know that these so-called migrants who are really Americans, if they're from North, Central, South America and all the islands, do you know on the naturalization test that they got to take? Do you know that on that test, there's a question on there that consists of something like this? What is the supreme law of the land? You know that? So the people that come up here to the so-called United States, they get tested on this information. But the people that's here above Mexico, they in the mindset like they gonna do what they want to do. That's brainwashing. If you think like they gonna do what they want to do, fam, nobody can do anything unless you know what they can and can't do. If you don't know what they can't do, yeah, they're gonna flood you. Look, they're gonna flood you. Watch this right here. Watch this. You ever seen this? You ever seen this?
What is this? An offering to Poseidon. The Greeks are praying for a safe return home. I hope the sea god spits in their offering. Lets them all drown at the bottom of the sea. This is a gift. We shall take it to the temple of Poseidon.
I think we should burn it.
Burn it, my prince. It's a gift to the gods.
Father, burn it.
Okay. Now, if you've never seen the movie Troy, keep in mind, we are talking about knowing yourself and knowing the enemy. All right. We talking about using intelligent strategies right now. You got to, in order to win the battle and the wars, you have to have strategy. Our people have not been taught constitutional law strategy, treaty law strategy. We haven't been taught this deliberately because they want to keep us down. They want to keep us out of our constitutional fold of government. They want to keep us out here thinking like in fear. They want to keep us out here thinking that this is a democracy. They want to keep us out here thinking that your vote is really going to change the system. It's not going to change the system. It's actually created to keep you in slavery, not get out of slavery. Look, if you got this book, let's turn to page Word Magic. Let's turn to page 53 if you got this book right here. It say, what most Americans do not realize is that the presidential debate is a play, and therefore all presidential candidates are basically actors auditioning for an acting job as a corporation called the United States. May the best actor win. After being hired, the new president is assigned to more acting lessons, so he or she can become one of the best professional actors that money can buy. The dark magicians like presidents who are professional actors, especially the ones that are professional liars, because they can easily fool the American people to support the United States Incorporated and help expand its franchise throughout the world. Pause. In this movie, Troy, they couldn't get into the city of Troy. All right. If you're familiar with the movie Troy, go watch that. They couldn't get into the high walls that the city of Troy had. So what did they do? They cooked up a concoction called a Trojan horse. So it was a distraction in the form of a gift. Yo. It was a distraction in the form of a gift. So that whole time they acting like they was giving them something and they was leaving them alone. Whole time they set it up as a what? As a way to get inside their walls, inside their defense. You understand? This is why it's so crucial, again, to know yourself and know your enemy. And what are they doing right now? What are they doing right now? What have they been doing? What have they been doing? What have they been doing? They had, see, this is the thing. See, they want the man and the women to clash. This is all dark magic by these dark wizards, these dark sorcerers. They placate on emotions. So they were having like, oh, you trying to get down on the Kamala Scamala because it's a woman and it's the first time it would be a president. See, you want to go against the black woman. See, all that's placated. It's placated. It's driving an emotional narrative to get you off guard, to get you in the mindset of emotionalism rather than logic and critical thinking and reasoning. You got to look at the Trojan horses that the U.S. corporation sets up. They set up Trojan horses all the time. Remember, the Trojan horse is designed to get you off guard, to make your defenses come down. So you just allow this gift to come inside your walls, to come inside your aura, to come inside your mind. So once it's inside your mind, the narrative turns into a virus. You understand? So once that virus takes hold, now it got you. Unless you start knowing yourself and cleansing yourself. You got to do, some people more than others, or maybe less than others, they got to do a deep cleanse. You talk about a detox with vegetables and roots and whatnot. A lot of people, some more than others, need a deep detox up here. You got to purge. You got to detox up here because this is where it started. This is the think tank right here. This is the power box. Yeah, cleaning out the entire body is good for sure. But you don't want to miss the opportunity to cleanse this out because this is it. This is the engine. Without this going, you fried. It's over with. Your thinking going to be off. Your talking going to be off. Your moves going to be off. How you going to win a war, let alone a battle, if this is off? This got to be on point 24/7 because you dealing with dark magicians. You dealing with dark wizards, black sorcerers, black wizards. This is what you dealing with outside. This is why they call the dark force. You feel me? You have to cleanse this out. This is the first line of defense, your mind. It's not just the body. The body has, people forget. They go to the gym and they work out. But people are starting to forget because of the smart technology. They starting to forget that this right here has to be stimulated. If this is not stimulated, you're going to let the matter overtake your mind. When in reality, in law, it's supposed to be mind over matter, not matter over mind. You feel me? People are starting to lock into their smart tablets, their smart devices. They starting to lock in too much into AI technology, chat GPT. They starting to get pulled into that artificial world too much. So they starting to lose this right here. This ain't being stimulated. You ain't reading. You ain't writing. You not putting no downloads into this right here. The downloads have to start coming back in here. You got to start reading again. You got to start writing again. You got to start stimulating this mind again, these brain cells again. You definitely have to unplug out of the artificial matrix. Look, here it is right here. Run it up, run it up. Look, what was they doing? They was allowing the Trojan horse to come into the walls, into the city, right? See him? They got the whole chariot dragging it in there. Watch this. Now you see that, right? The irony is it's a black horse. Yeah. The irony is that it's a black painted horse. The irony is crazy. I ain't even look at that before I really looked at it right now. The irony of this is it's an all black wooden horse. Who else is out here claiming to be black? Who else is out here? Hold up. So now, who else is out here claiming to be black? They claiming to be black right now at the presidential election. But they said they're Indian though. First, all their history for their family is Indian, Hindustan, right? Hindustani. But now they just switched it up and now they talking about they black. Who else out here talking about they black? You see, don't forget, it's a perfect camouflage because it goes right along with the crayon color black narrative, the feminist woman narrative. Yeah, it will be the first black president. It's a woman. You see, they got to put the woman thing on it. See, because the woman thing is feeding right in the pipeline of this whole feminist movement. You see, they're slowly rolling in the Trojan horse. And the people just blindly they not even knowing what they looking at. They're not singing that it's a Trojan horse. They're not singing it. because of the general board of miseducation. And they're looking at people they're going by, I'm going to vote for you. I'm going to support you based off you look like me. This is how they've been conditioned. They've been brainwashed. They've been zapped to think like that. That's not an accident. Why they run these campaign ads, why they keep running these celebrities out there in front of them. They didn't had Beyonce, Eminem. They didn't had all these celebrities come out of nowhere to be on some, yeah, we support you. What? This person ain't never told you nothing about constitutional law. Can't quote nothing about law. Can't talk about treaty. Can't talk about nothing. But there's a time and a place, and the time of the place shall be the time and the place. What? Goof ass. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm from a middle class family. Hold up. Hold up. This person can't tell you nothing about nothing. Look at this. Hold up. Hold up. We gonna go ahead. Hold up. We gonna go ahead then, since they want to do it. Since they want to do it, let's just go ahead then. Since you wanted to do it, right? Let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead then. This is what you wanted to do, huh?
Raised me and my sister, was a proud woman. She was a brown woman.
She was an Indian woman.
She was a woman with a heavy accent.
That was Indian?
She was a woman who many times people would overlook her or not take her seriously.
Because she was Indian?
Because of her accent.
Because she was Indian? Why is she not saying she's Indian?
My mother.
Yeah.
Who raised me and my sister was a proud woman. She was a brown woman.
She was an Indian woman.
She was a woman with a heavy accent.
That was Indian?
She was a woman who many times people would overlook her or not take her seriously.
Because she was Indian?
Because of her accent.
Because she was Indian? Why is she not saying she's Indian?
See, this is what I'm talking about this is what I'm talking about the perfect camouflage. Even when they show you her mama, even when they show you her family, look at that. Even when they show you her mama, her family, her father, even when they show you where this lady came from, people is still brainwashed because they've been indoctrinated with this color thing. She looks like me, so she must be a part of my struggle.
Raised me and my sister.
Yeah. They see, have they shown y'all any video of this? Or they just got still frame pictures? Start thinking. Put your thinking cap on. Start thinking. They just show they just show pictures. They don't show videos. Videos, pictures and videos could be doctored, but they don't show no videos. Think about it.
Was a proud.
Okay. Now look what her alleged mother has on. Do you see any so-called black people dressing like that? Just start asking some basic critical thinking questions. If she really was who she says she is, do you see any so-called black people wearing chacletas and they wearing scarves like that? No, sir. They don't dress like that. This right here is Hindustani culture. This is how they dress. What they call red dots. They dress like that. That's why she got the chacletas on with the scarf on. You see? It's literally hidden in plain sight. Like right in front of your eyeballs. All you gotta do is look at it. I'm just gonna freeze it right here and just show it to you. If she was a so-called black woman, she wouldn't dress like that. They don't dress like that. It's just facts. They just don't dress like that. Chacletas on with a scarf on? You don't dress like that. With your hair out. Nah, you're not dressing like that. Just keep it real. You're not dressing like that. So again, who is this person?
A woman. She was a brown woman.
She was an Indian woman.
A woman with a heavy accent.
Uh-huh. You see old girl? Hold up. You see old girl right there? She got a red dot on her forehead. Like, what you mean? She got a red dot on her forehead right there in the corner. Let me zoom in on it. See that dot on her head? Yo! Do you see that dot on her head? It's right there. Nah, don't try to get out of there now. Nah, don't hit the evac button. Don't hit the X button too fast. Yeah, that's your girl right there. Ah, that's her family though. That's her family right there with a red dot on her forehead. Because that's Hindustani culture. That's how they do. They put red dots on their forehead. The Brahmin people. See that?
That was Indian?
Uh-huh.
It's a woman who many times people...
Yeah, I know all about it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know all about it. Yeah. See, she, again, if you don't know your enemy, you be like, yeah, I support you because you with me. You went through the same thing I went through. How, Sway? How? She didn't go through the same thing you went through because she ain't even American. Donald Trump ain't American either. He's European descent. This is what it's about. It's about distractions to keep your mind off what it really is. Distractions to keep your attention diverted. Hold up. Nah, don't lose track of this now. Don't lose track of this. Don't lose track of the Trojan horse. They always ushering in another Trojan horse to the so-called black people to keep them to keep their attention diverted from real issues. They gonna divert your attention one way or another with a TV show, loving and whatever that's supposed to be, hip hop. They gonna give you another show. They gonna give you a song or something. They gonna keep doing it to you over and over and over until you start knowing who the enemy is. And that can only start by knowledge. See that? They gonna keep the man versus women conversation going. You should take me out on a date and you should spend $2,000 on me for a date to take me out. Hey man, listen. That is a feminist social engineered construct argument to keep men and women was on stupid time fighting each other. It's stupid. It's stupid, fam. It's literally retarded. See? So instead of you looking at the Trojan horse coming in there, you looking at take me out on dates. You looking at if a man can't buy me nothing, then I don't need to talk to you. Listen, man, if you want to solicit prostitution, if that's what you really own, then just say that. Don't try to hide it under a guy's broke or something like that. If that's how you coming under solicitation for prostitution, just say that's how you coming. Don't try to keep disguising it talking about, I don't mess with brokies. Nah, you own that prostitute time. So if you own that, just say you own that. And you tricks out there, you dudes out there that's tricking off. If you a trick, just be a trick. Don't try to cover it up like, I'm going to have to pay for it anyway. So I might as well just pay for it like I pay for it. You a trick, fam. That's what you is. You a brown noser. That's what you is. You a brown noser, you a trick. And she out here soliciting. That's what she doing. And you tricking off. Then you ain't even seeing the Trojan horse that they putting right there in front of your face. They putting the Trojan horse right there again. Let's run it up. Straight brown nose. See that? There it is. There it is. There it is. Pause it right there. See? Let's pause it right there. So they didn't brought they brought it. The people that left it there, they ain't even the ones. The sick part is the people that left it there ain't even the ones that brought it into the city. The people unknowingly participating in their own demise. Unknowingly, though. They don't even realize what they just did. See that? We talking about people that's stuck on absolute power are corrupted absolutely, searching for power, chasing the power. See, you use the information, positive or negative. We as fearless, upright Moors, we use the information for the positive. But we know the dark side too. That's the yin and the yang, though. See, we are supposed to know the light and the dark, but use the knowledge for the positive, though. Not for power, selfish gain, worldly gain. See that? Nah, look at this. Keep this in mind right here. Watch this. It say, if you do got this book, we on page 91. Check it out. What it say? It says keys to power. The essence of deception is distraction. The essence of deception is distraction. Distracting the people you want to deceive gives you the time and space to do something they won't notice. What do you think they out here doing? With the diddler, Epstein, Scamala. What do you think that they're doing? All this Hollywood stuff that's going on. Are you noticing what they doing, or are you distracted looking at this amazing Trojan horse? Are you looking at what's really going on behind the scenes? Or are you stuck on, it's a gift. It's a gift from the gods. They gave us a gift. It's a Trojan horse. We got to bring it in the city. We got to show the whole city what the gift look like. We got to show the whole city what this gift look like. It's humongous. We got to bring it into the city. Yeah, goof ass. You bringing it into your city? Yeah. Look, in ancient China, this was called, quote, giving before you take, end quote. The giving makes it hard for the other person to notice the taking. It is a device with infinite practical uses. Brazenly taking something from someone is dangerous, even for the powerful. The victim will plot revenge. It is also dangerous simply to ask for what you need, no matter how politely. Unless the other person sees some gain for themselves, they may come to resent your neediness. This is what they doing. This is what they doing. They rolling out another Trojan horse after another Trojan horse. And the people keep cheering, and they don't realize they rooting for their own destruction. Watch this. Yeah, they all cheering. Yeah, when the crowd left, what happened when the crowd left? Who's that? Who's that in there? Yeah, peekaboo. I see you. Oh, now they everywhere now. They coming out see the virus. See? It's a virus. You let it in your city. You let it in your mind. You let it in your thoughts. See? You let the virus in, the Trojan horse in. Nah, it's too late. It's too late. They didn't put the signal in the air. They didn't put the signal in the air. Yo, see what happened? You see what happened though? Hold up. Look. You see what happened? The Trojan horse. You see what happened? Look. It say, stop battering away at these walls, he told them. You must find some other way, some ruse. We cannot take Troy by force alone. We must find some cunning stratagem. The cunning Greek leader, Odysseus, then came up with the idea of building a giant wooden horse, hiding soldiers inside it. What? Then offering it to the Trojans as a gift. You see that? You see that? The Trojan horse. Your guile is hidden inside a magnificent gift that proves irresistible to your opponent. The walls open. Once inside, wreak havoc. This is exactly what they play on. They play on people not using critical thinking, stuck into the color game of black and white and brown. You stuck into this crayon game that was designed to keep your mind distracted from everything that's important, like knowing your human rights, knowing the constitutional form of government. You keep thinking that this is some form of democracy. You keep thinking that when they call you a minority, you've been brainwashed to think that that's a good thing. Minority deals with the mental state of a person. It's a legal status. Infants are minors, but only until they grow not only physically, but mentally. And that is when they reach the status of majority. It's a game they playing, fam. They playing a game. Look, and all these sellouts, these so-called black leaders, and all these people out here talking about they promoting this black narrative, this black agenda, they all selling you out. You gotta start knowing yourself. You gotta start knowing who the enemy is. Any of these politicians, any of these people on any platform, when they telling you, yeah, it's okay, you can identify as whatever you want to identify as. You don't gotta have a nationality declared. They selling you out because they know that you don't know. Don't give them a pass no more. Like, nah, maybe they just don't know. See, they playing on your naivety. They're playing on you giving them a pass. They're playing on your kindness because they have the perfect camouflage. Because they look like you. So since they look like you, you're going to give them a pass and say, nah, maybe they just don't know about human rights. Maybe they just say black because it's just a term that unites us. Looking ass. They all sellouts. Because if they don't know, ask yourself this. If somebody don't know what they talking about, then why are they talking? How are you talking about changing anything about justice? Justice involves law. So just ask them. How are you talking about justice all the time and you don't know constitutional law? You don't know the human rights? You don't know anything about justice. You definitely don't crack open no law books. You got to start putting pressure on these sellouts. You got to start putting pressure on them, man. Because if you don't put pressure on them, they're going to take it as acquiescence. They're going to take it as, well, maybe them people just want to stay in a slave status. Maybe they want to stay in the mental state of a minority, which it means the mind of an infant. You're a minor. You see that? See, infants and minorities, that's not just physical. It's a mental state. So when they call you a minority, that's a slap in your face. That ain't a good thing. We all been brainwashed to think when people call us minorities, that's a good thing. That's not a good thing. That's a slap in your face. That's a slap in our faces. Because what they are implying is we have not reached the mental state of a majority. That's what they're implying. So when they say you're a minority, what they say and what it shows in law is two different things. Because in law, a minority is the mental state or condition of a minor, infancy. You should never let nobody call you a minority, ever. Because they're telling you that you got the mind state of an infant, of a baby. This is why they say you are a ward of the court. This is why they say what they say. They telling people right in front of their face, but we all have been indoctrinated to believe people instead of knowing what they talking about. So when they say, well, what kind of strategy can we use? What kind of strategy we could use? You got to start knowing the enemy. You got to stop with this whole, they look like me, so I'm rocking with them because they look like me bullshit. You keep talking about they look like you, so they got your best interests. Just because they look like you, how about having a second thought like, you ain't done nothing. What's your track record? What laws do you follow? That part. Not they look like, see, this is what the so-called Democrats, the demonocracy, this is what they play on. They play on emotionalism with our people, and they play on this whole skin game, just like they're doing right now. Look, when they talk about voting, right? Voting is a drainage of your human body vehicle. Let me show you what I mean. Watch this. What does this say? It says the word franchise means the, quote, right or license granted by a company to an individual or group to market its products or services in a specific territory, end quote. But did you know that the word franchise can also mean the right to vote? Every time you vote in the private corporate elections, you agree, whether you realize it or not, to be a franchise of their corporation, United States Inc. What? As a franchise, you are under the jurisdiction of commercial laws, such as admiralty law and Uniform Commercial Code, the UCCs. So when they talk about, yeah, I'm a private citizen, I'm private. When you talk about the UCCs ain't got nothing to do with the Constitution because they do not predate the Constitution. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. This is why they don't bring these documents up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. They want to keep you in the mindset of a U.S. citizen. Do you know what a U.S. citizen means in law? Look at this. Do you see how by claiming a 14th Amendment unconstitutional colored person, black or Indian, you're willingly surrendering your freedom? This is what the U.S. corporation does not teach in the school system because it would free our people. This is why they're not going to teach that. So don't expect, why don't the schools teach this? They're not going to teach it because the schools are set up to be indoctrination mind control camps. Have you seen the food that they serve in schools? I just threw a video up on my page about that. What they serving. See, you need a visual aid. See, you need a visual aid, fam. You need a visual aid, Jay. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. Let me show you what I mean, man, about how these people, what they serving in the school system. Look at this. This is what they serving.
Menu at their schools and a new phenomenon called lunch shaming. Here's Les Trent.
How is that milk? Cafeteria food has always been the butt of jokes, but this isn't funny.
Look at what they're giving us at lunch.
Students disgusted by what they're being served are taking their beef online.
Look at this. This is the main meal. It looks like puke and applesauce. Nasty.
In Paterson, New Jersey, parents are up in arms after images of moldy food and expired milk were shared online.
Look at that.
Can you even tell what this is? Apparently, it's supposed to be a chicken cheesesteak sandwich.
It is disgusting. And I definitely would not feed that to my children. I'm not sure that I would feed it to my pet.
Before the pandemic, many schools used to make lunch in the cafeteria. Due to staffing shortages and budget issues, those days are gone. Now, lunch is prepared by outside vendors. Students in Woodbridge, New Jersey say the food is inedible.
Inedible.
Us as parents have to worry about.
Inedible. Know yourself. Know your enemy. Only your enemy will feed you food that's inedible. You knowing yourself, you're not going to eat that. You see that? See, this is the art of war, though. In a nutshell, this is the art of war, fam. Being in the middle of knowing your enemy and fully knowing yourself. You yourself know that you would not eat nothing that's inedible. You know that though. The school system don't care about that though. That's why you need to start thinking about homeschooling your children. Pull them out of the schools. This is why they want people to register to go to school. When you register to vote, you register your car, you register to get a license, you're surrendering your rights to the U.S. corporation. So now you're saying you're not free, you're a ward. What is a ward? The right of the Lord to have custody as guardian of the body and lands of the infant heir. This is why they don't teach this kind of information anywhere. So you got to go to malls that are upright, fearless, and independent. You got to go to malls like that. Or better yet, you just start taking it on yourself to start empowering yourself. Because this is why our people claim to be a minority. Attorneys are placed on us to represent us because a minor cannot present him itself due to a lack of mental competence, placing that individual in a wardship status. Do you see how the lack of knowledge affects mental competence? You ever seen one of them movies? You ever seen one of them movies where they'd be like, somebody was supposed to receive like a trust fund, right? Or somebody was supposed to be like a president of a company, and the board, they deemed that the person was incompetent. That's a strategic war strategy. If they can get you to be mentally incompetent, then they could finesse you out your position. You feel me? Once they finesse you out your position, it's on you to actually perform and show mental competence. This is why the battleground is up here. The battleground is here, fam. Cleanse this out right here. It's all good to cleanse your whole body out like a detox. You want to go on an H3O diet or something. That's cool. That's what's up. But detox what you watching on TV. Detox from always being dependent on ChatGPT. Detox from your Samsung, your Galaxy, your Droid, your iPhone. Put it down sometime. Don't ask your phone for everything, fam. Don't ask Siri or Alexa every question that you got in your head. Look it up sometime. It's all good to be balanced out. You feel me? You want to use some technology sometime and whatnot. That's what's up. That's cool. But if you dependent on everything for like from that for information, they pulling you in, G. They just reeling you in. Come on into this artificial world. Because sooner or later, you just going to become fully dependent on getting all your information from that. From that. Look, watch this. Look at this right here. Yeah, you better start going within. So what it say? For all y'all repping that you a proud U.S. citizen. Yeah? Okay. Check this out. The U.S. citizens, citizen of the District of Columbia, and 14th Amendment citizens residing on one of the states of the Union are classified as property and franchises of the federal government as a, quote, individual entity willing. You want the case law? Cool. I'll give you the case law to go with it. Look it up. Wheeling Steel Corporation versus Fox 298 U.S 193 80 LED 1143 56 SCT 773. Case law. Res judicata. This is why the Prophet Noble Drew Ali told us, just because you born here does not make you a citizen. See, we nationals. We're not citizens here. This has to be a clear distinction. We ain't no U.S. citizens. We're Moorish American nationals. We have a broader form of jurisdiction than so-called U.S. citizens. You feel me? Look, a citizen, A corporation is a citizen of state under whose laws it is created and a non-resident of every other state. You know, have you ever had an encounter with somebody that works with the Slave Patrol Department? These people right here. Slave patrols. If you didn't know, now you know. These people right here are slave patrols. And they're patrolling so-called African-American neighborhoods, so-called Latino and Hispanic neighborhoods. This is who they are. This is who the slave patrol is set up for. They're set up to keep the so-called natives in their place. So don't ever call them a police officer, because once you call them an officer, then you make it real. They're public servants. They're not officers. Don't never call them an officer, because you are the law. Remember, you are the law. The law starts with you. I self-law and master. So you as a national, when you say that these people are officers, now you just put them in a place designation that they can never be unless you sanction them to be that. You feel me? They slave patrol, G. So slave patrol keeps the so-called African Americans, so-called people of color, so-called Indians, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Latinos from ever thinking that they can be something else besides what they say that we could be. Because none of those are nationalities. All those are slave tags. You feel me? They are slave tags. That's why you don't never let these people get down on you. That's why you got to study. Study. Check this out. Then you would say, well, what does that mean though? What does that mean? We're going to do I think we're going to kick a whole series off. We're going to kick it off with this one right here. We're going to kick it off. A whole series about knowing the enemy. Knowing the enemy and knowing yourself. Kick a whole series off, brand new. Look, somebody would say more was given as well. Yeah, somebody would say a whole lot that don't know. Somebody that know would say enough to defend their position. You feel me? Once you defend your position, you ain't got to say a whole lot. You just get straight to the point like a guillotine. Straight, it just drops straight on their head. You see? Somebody that talk, that's somebody who might not know as much as they say that they know. Real rap. Somebody that talk, and they never talking about nothing. That's somebody who just talking just to be talking. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between somebody that talk and somebody just run their mouth just to be heard. You feel me? They just talking like excessive talkativeness. They just talking. Too many people talk too much, too often, while knowing too little. Talkativeness is a sign of an empty brain. Yo, what? Talkativeness is a sign of an empty brain. A person receives certain information through the ears, and immediately it pours out of their ever open mouth without having any opportunity of lodging in the memory cells of the brain. Yeah. People talk too much because they are and not merely feel inferior. They talk to boost up their own sense of importance. They drone on and on endlessly about the most mundane subjects in a singularly monotonous tone and in a singularly uninformed way. They think they delude the listener and make the listener feel that the speaker is erudite. Instead, the listener usually thinks, what a boring, moronic idiot. Yo. It is necessary to curb one's desire to talk because talkativeness merely gives one an entirely false idea of one's own importance. Damn. Yeah, somebody just keep talk. That's all they doing is talking. Talk. You know, there's people out here that's like that. They insecure. They need validation. So they keep running their mouth, and they not really talking about nothing of importance. This is why these people that you see with all these huge platforms that keep talking about their leaders and of the new school and their leaders and black educators, they talk a whole lot. But what information do they show that's actually viable to change on this planet as far as justice? Do they show you stuff like this? Nah, they not showing you nothing like this. Nah, they not showing you nothing like that. Are they showing you stuff like this? Hold up. You let me know. Am I tweaking? Or have you seen one of these people show you this document right here? The United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, where it says in Article 6, every indigenous individual has the right to a nationality. But they'll tell you, nah, a nationality doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The one I was talking about talkativeness, that's Lobsang Rampa, wisdom of the ancients. Ether. See, they're not gonna show you this. They're gonna talk about, well, it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Yeah. But they're not gonna show you what Indigenous Peoples is about. They ain't gonna show you what this about. You gotta dig it out the mud. But I'm gonna let y'all in on something though, because I got love for you, real love for you. You can download this document right now for the free. You could download this for the free right now or after this beam out for the free. Download it to your laptop, your tablet, or your phone. Read it yourself. There's no mention of Indians in this document, Pan-Africans in this document, Native Americans in this document, Black people, Hispanic people, Latino people. That is not an indigenous people. Those are slave brands created by colonists who denationalized the actual indigenous Aboriginal people of these lands. So all these people out here telling you that you can claim Indian, Black, and African American, and you can claim to be a Native American. They all sending y'all off. That's why they never show y'all nothing. They just present Trojan horse after Trojan horse, and people just keep letting it into their brain. You keep letting Trojan horses into your head. That's what they keep doing. So it don't matter if it's a European telling you the truth, or it don't matter if it's a Moor telling you the truth. What matters is it true or false? That's it. Everything else is irrelevant. Don't get caught up in who the message came from and how you don't like the message. Was the message true or false? Period. That's all that matters. This is why they're not going to crack this book open and show you nothing like this right here. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Human rights? Did you know everyone has the right to human rights? So if everyone has the right to human rights, how come none of these churches are handing out these pamphlets? How come none of these organizations, these supposedly Black help the people organizations, how come they not handing this little pamphlet out? Look how thin this little pamphlet is, Morris. Look how thin this pamphlet is. Gee, this was like, I don't even know how much this. I think this was like $5. This was like a $5 holler or something like that. Some slight. Look. Article 15. Everyone has the right to a nationality. What? Everyone? Yeah, everyone. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his or her nationality, nor denied the right to change his or her nationality. But they got us out here thinking, you got to present some paperwork. Because if you don't show your paperwork, then you ain't official. You got to show some paperwork from them to say that you really are Moorish American. See the brainwashing? Gratitude, more. This book right here, more just put the price up there. This book right here is $3.95. $3.95. Way cheaper than the Tray 5. Way cheaper than the Tray 5. They not handing none of these documents out. But see, we don't do gatekeeping over here. No, sir. You're going to get shown the information. It's up to you what you choose to do with the information. Just like this information right here. Hold up. Just like this information right here. Look at this. Look at this guy right here. Once again, Noble Drew Ali said he was going to make the European tell the truth. Watch once again.
1933 is when they started monetizing us and pledging us as collateral for the debt. Now, to register, the word register means to abandon. And when you register a car or a birth or a house, you're giving it to the government. You're giving your legal title to the government, and you only retain equitable title, which means that you have the use of that property. The government allows you to use it, thinking that you own it. Clear evidence of this is anyone who owns a house, look at their mortgage, and you're referred to as the tenant, not the owner, the tenant. So if you think you own your house, you're mistaken. Same with your car. The reason why they can impound your car is because you registered it, and under maritime admiralty salvage laws, they come along and they adopt it. In the case of the birth registry, they adopt the abandoned child.
Did you catch all of that? Did you catch all of that? Register. This is why. Think about this now. Think about this now. Just think about this now. Let's just do some God-given common sense thinking. Let's just do some God-given common sense. We all come from the Creator. We all come from Source. We all do. So let's just do a little critical thinking. Islam, or do some just critical thinking real quick. Common sense. Look. If your vote really counted, you know how you vote, like when you around your guys or you around your team or your squad, and everybody takes a vote, right? Everybody takes a vote to vote on something for everyone, right? There's no registration. Oh my God. Listen, Moors, just think about it. If it really was a free vote in a democracy for the president, why would you have to fill out a registration form? Why wouldn't it just be a free ballot that you ain't got to sign up nothing for? You ain't got to do nothing. You just put whoever you want to vote for, whoever you want to elect. That's what it really is. That's a republic form of government. You want to elect, right? So if you wanted to just say, well, how do I know that this is a scam and it's not a scam? Think about it. When you around your peoples and y'all all say, yeah, we all gonna put a vote in on what we finna do as far as the team or the unit, the squad, this what we own. Everybody put who they name or whatever on the piece of paper, right? Or they share their thoughts. Why is there early voters register? Just think now. Early voters registration. Why is it registration to begin with? Why would you have to register to somebody else? Do you see the Trojan horse? See, another Trojan horse is when they say to register. Once you register, you're abandoning your rights as a natural being. So you're registering your rights away. This is the registration Trojan horse process. See, you see, it's hidden in plain sight though. See, we've been conditioned to just keep going with the crowd. Nah, it's over with for that. That's dead now. There ain't no more going with the crowd no more. Start asking questions. Why would we have to register with them if I'm giving you something that's supposed to be private? You see? Fam. Yeah. They say, this is how they play word games. They say that your vote is private. So if it's private, why would they ask you for registration first? Yo. Fam, do you see the Trojan horses? See, they doing these Trojan horses, G. This is what they do. They just roll another one out there. You let your guards down, stop thinking, and then you saying, okay, I need to register. So this right here. That's how another way you can see, like, it's a Trojan horse, because why would I need to register? Why would I need to make my private thought in my mind and on paper? Why would I need to register it with y'all? Scam indication number one. Scam indication number two is when you register, on the back of that, they're asking you, are you a U.S. citizen? Scam number two. When you agree to be a U.S. citizen, this is what you're doing. Once again, this is what you're doing. Once again, you're showing that you don't know the enemy. You don't know the enemy, fam. What you're doing is you're saying that you are a minority. Your mindset is of an infant. See that? The mental state or condition of a minor infancy. When you say that you are registering to vote, you're signing away your natural rights, your birthrights to a U.S. corporation. And some people will be like, man, I've always heard that this is a corporation, but how can you prove that this is a corporation? I thought you never asked. I really thought you never asked, fam. I thought you never asked that this is a U.S. corporation and you had questions about, was this really a corporation? The United States? It is a corporation. If you go to cornelllaw.edu, if you go there, the United States means a federal corporation, an agency, department, commission, board, or other entity of the United States, or an instrumentality of the United States. So yes, it's no conspiracy theory. The United States is a federal corporation. So when you say you're going to go down there and you're going to cast your vote, when you're going to cast your vote in the voting system, you don't realize you're getting your energy is being used and drained to feed the corporation, the federal corporation. They're draining your essence like vampires that they are. This is what they do. They draining you. They're draining. They get all the people to walk, come on down, stand outside in them long lines. And you really think that you're doing your citizen duty, but they're just draining you of your energy. This is why it don't matter who you put up in there. You shouldn't even participate in nothing about that, because once you register, you saying you're incompetent. That's what you're doing. Look, like any corporate employee, when a presidential candidate wins an election and is sworn into office, he or she becomes an employee of a corporation. The main difference is that he or she gets to play the role of the CEO of the United States, a federal corporation. Do you remember when I said earlier about the Title 28 U.S. Code 3002? Under Title 18 U.S. Code 3002, subsection 15 and 15A, the United States means a federal corporation. It is what? It is a right in their so-called law. It's right there in their so-called laws, which are not really laws, but are acts. and statutes. A play also has acts. You know, like when you go to a play, they call it Act 1, Act 2. So the so-called voting thing system, that's a play. That's an act. Do you realize what's going on? Do you realize what's going on? If you don't know, now you know. You see that? A play also has acts. Furthermore, it often has statues as props. Hence the play called the presidential debate. This debate is a play because it has presidential candidates, actors, standing behind a podium like statues as they are worshipped like idols by naive citizens. Damn. The word idol is defined as an image or other material object representing a deity to which religious worship is addressed. Today, the U.S. government de facto is the new god or deity for Americans, and their new religion is democracy, which is not in the Constitution. See that right there? Yeah, see? And then just to make it clear for you, just for one of y'all who might just be stuck and not knowing yourself and then not knowing who the enemy is, just in case you need another receipt, no problemo. The word democracy, quote unquote, does not appear once in the Constitution. Just to drill another hole, know what I'm saying, into the carcass of this demonocracy, of this U.S. corporation. Let's just drill another hole in there. Drill another hole in there. Democracy don't even appear once in the Constitution. So when all these politicians running their mouth about you need to do your job as a United States citizen, you need to cast a vote, they sending you off. Yo, they sending you off. They've been sending our people off for years, for generations. It's over with now. Oh, we up now. See, now we starting to read now. See that? Now we starting to get informed now. Yeah, they never wanted us to do this now. You see that? They ain't never want us to start reading again and seeing what the fine print talking about. Nah, they just want us to just play sports and just, you feel me? They just want us to just play sports all day. Yeah, y'all just play sports all day. That's all y'all do. Y'all play sports. Y'all buy Chanel, Gucci. Y'all make us rich. Y'all do. Hey, I just seen something so crazy, fam. I seen something so crazy the other day. I think I threw it in my story though. They had like two hyper Europeans on there talking about how, what was it? Some big, I think it's Dior or something like that. Some big company. They had some big company. I think it was Dior. Allegedly. That they make them bags. You know how much them bags really cost to make? The bags cost like $57. Yo. Matter of fact, let's look it up. Let's look it up real quick. Hold up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's just do it in real time. Why not? Let's do it in real time. It's each one teach one. Let's do it in real time. How much do Christian Dior bags cost to make? But I did that backwards. Hold up. Okay, look at that. That's how much. Nah, it's right on cue. Look at that. 3,700. Look at that. Look at that. All y'all ladies out there. All y'all ladies. Y'all. All y'all ladies out there, right? 3,700. 9,000. Oh, they going crazy. Yeah. Hold up. What is the average cost? Wow. Nah, let's look up something that's interesting. How much do Christian Dior bags really cost to make? Dun, dun,
According to the Wall
dun.
Street Journal, in reality, the cost may be even lower, based on the results of the Italian investigation. The €53 a piece assembly price it cited, equivalent to around $57, didn't include the cost of the leather and hardware, but that would add only another €150 or so, according to one Italian supplier.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. What? What is you saying? See that? You see? Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. That's gonna hurt a lot of people's insecurity, and that's gonna hurt a lot of people's egos where they like, I need to get this fresh Gucci, this Christian Dior bag. I need to get this Birkin. I need to get this material. That's finna blow you. That's finna blow your whole ego. Like, yo, listen. Don't get mad at me though. Hey, listen, man. I'm just telling the truth. Don't get mad at me, nigga. I'm just telling the truth. Somebody else should have told you this. Shout out to my brother Mace, man. Shout out to my brother Cam. Killer. Murder. Listen, man. Listen, man. Stop falling Vic to the Trojan horses that they keep rolling out. They steady keep rolling out Trojan horses after Trojan horses. They gonna steady keep rolling them out for y'all. The question is, do you know yourself enough to say, no, I don't participate. I don't want to. Do you know yourself enough to say no? Because saying yes can be very, very, very expensive. Saying yes can be very, 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 very expensive. But saying no, it's only two letters. Sometimes you can say no and just cut it all off. Just cut it off. It costs $57 to make a Dior bag. But they was just charging. They charging how much? 9 bands? 3,700? And all you got to do is just say, no, I don't want that. Know yourself. Know your enemies. You said look up Louis V. Man, listen, man. It's a Trojan horse. It's a Trojan horse. It's all coming out this year, though. You feel me? It's all coming out this year. So Trojan horses, they're everywhere. They are. Listen, I'm talking about Louis, Dolce, Gabbana. All of them got the same scamdemics going. They all a part of the scams. They all Trojan horses. I think we're going to kick this series off. Yeah. They want to look like they got it. Whole time, if you got to do all that and the bag really costs $57, it's a $57 holler. And you paying how much again for that? Just to look like you got clout. Just to look like you got it. Why? It costs $57 to make it. Maybe another huncho on top of that. And you paying... How much you pay for that? Yeah. How much you pay for that again? Why you do that to yourself for? You ain't even have to do that. You ain't have to do that though. You chose to do that though because you going after what you think everybody else gonna be around you. Like, oh yeah, you got that new Dior bag. Yeah, you on top of your shit. You got that Dior bag. You balling out. You out of control. You bossing. You bossed up. Goof ass. You bossed up, huh? Off a $57 holler. Yeah, holla at the more Khalifa Society, my brother Mafia. Holla at the more. He get you in tune with some of that Morris drip from the West Coast. He get you in tune, KhalifaSociety.net. Go on there, get you some drip. You can also holla at KhalifaMedia.com. Go on there, get the Morris drip off that. Also, you can holla at the more Justin. Go to God's Closet. God's Closet. Like a lot of the drip that you might see me in. dripped up in. You might see me something from there. You might see some God's Closet, some Khalifa Media. Go on there and just look through all the drip that's on there. I'm talking about it's crazy drip on there, crazy work on there. So just go on there, hoodies, t-shirts. You feel me? You can go on there, get your Morris drip up, fam. Get your turbans up. Get your shamags up. All right? Get your fezzes on. Hey, did you know that Ayati, the coat of arms of Ayati, actually has a liberty cap on there, also known as a Moorish fez? I just got the flag from Bolivia. Did you know that Bolivia has the Moorish fez on there too? So wait a minute. You got the Moorish fez. Hold up. You think this is like some sort of like a little... Hold up. Where you at? Where you at? See, this is... They said they wanted to see receipts though. All right. Okay. You said you wanted to see receipts. No problem. You said you need to see receipts though. As if, you know what I'm saying, they ain't on deck or something. What? This what you said you wanted to see? Hold up. This what they said they wanted to see. They wanted to see receipts. So they thinking that the Haitians ain't got nothing to do with Moors, and they thinking that the Caribbeans, the Trinidadians, you feel me, the St. Lucians, people from St. Vincent, they said the people from Dominican Republic, they ain't got no Moorish fez on there. Colombia got it on there. El Salvador got it on there. Nicaragua got it on there. Man, I ain't got time to talk to you, man. I'm just talking to you. I'm just going to show you while I'm talking to you. How about that? I'm going to show you while I'm talking to you. We the people need to see. That's what's up. Coat of arms for Ayati, known as Haiti. Huh? What's that? What's that? That is a liberty cap. It's a fez that's Moorish, and it's on the coat of arms of Ayati, Haiti. What you saying? You think that this is a coincidence thing, like this is a conspiracy thing, huh? Nah. The Moors ran the planet. That's why it's a República de El Salvador in La America Central. That's why it's this. See that? Republic. See that? There's another one. Yeah, there's another one. There it is. Huh? There's a ground. Cuba, coat of arms. Isabella. There's Cuba. There's another fez, another liberty cap. You said that we ain't connected? How you figure that we ain't connected? República de Nicaragua, America Central, coat of arms of Nicaragua? There's another fez inside of a pyramid. I mean, what you want to just keep going? Do you really want to keep going, fam? Do you really want to keep going and seeing that the national headdress of the Moorish Asiatic nation is this right here? Do you want to see what's really going on? The founders of civilization? So you over here thinking that you can call yourself a crayon color, that your skin don't even match, and you're going to be plugged into this kind of history? No, sir. You can't plug yourself into this history without a nationality. Your sovereignty is tied in with your nationality. You're not a king or a queen without a nationality. You a subject. Real life. So if you saying, man, I want to be plugged into this kind of history. This history go back to the beginning of time. And if you thinking that you're going to call yourself an Indian and be plugged into this, no, sir. Fam, listen to me, man. If this land right here was really founded by Indians, then why it ain't no Indian teepee on here? Why it's a Moorish pyramid on here? Huh? If Indians really found this land over here, why is it a Moorish pyramid? You know, the pyramid means Moor, right? Fire in the middle. So you know that these lands over here, the Americas, you know these are the land of the pyramids, right? Because the word pyramid is in the name Mer. And the name Mer is in the name America. Do you see any correlation between Indian and America? No, sir. This is why when you misidentify as a crayon color or an Indian, you don't connect yourself with this history. But you look at your history every day when you look at this piece of paper. You see, they just put a Trojan horse on top of it and disconnected the capstone from the rest of the body. So in order for you to start knowing yourself, you got to know that that capstone is supposed to be connected as a 5/5 Moorish American national. Mind, body, soul, nationality, and creed. Bing bong. Bing bong. You feel me? You can't be 3/5 out here talking about you a man. You can't be 3/5 out here talking about you a woman. You're not a man. You're not a woman. You're denationalized. You're a slave. You're a subject. Unless you declare your Moorish American nationality. This ain't my opinion. This ain't got nothing to do with no opinion. This law. This law, Moors. So you could get with this. You could get with this. What it really is about. What it really is about. You out here talking about you part of the lost tribe of Israel. You realize Israel is over here in the Americas? Do you realize that Israel is really a science? Do you realize what Israel really is? ISIS really is? Israel is over here. You're not part of no lost tribe, fam. The tribe is, listen, Israelites are Moorish people. Israelites, I'm going to say it again. Israelites are a tribe of Moors, Moorish people. Israelite on its own is not a nationality. This is the problems that so-called Israelites continue to have. They trying to stand alone as an Israelite, thinking that that is a nation on its own. Israelites are a conglomerate of Moorish people. This is the problem, and this is the solution. The solution is to declare your nationality as Moor. That's the solution. Now you know. Now you know. Now what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? We could give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? You got to declare your nationality as a Moorish American national, as a Moor. That's the connection. That's the connection. That's just why everybody around the world, they already know what it is. They know y'all Moors. They just know that the people here been brainwashed for generations. They think they could vote their way out. They think they could get all these green pieces of paper and that's going to buy them some freedom. You can't buy yourself freedom. How you going to buy? Hey, listen to this. Let me ask y'all a question. How you going to buy your freedom with pieces of paper that mean debt notes? These are debt notes. These is debt notes. So how you going to buy your freedom with debt notes? Yo, you can't buy your freedom with a debt note. What you mean? What you mean? I think we're going to kick this series off. Let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what y'all think. I think we got one. Let me know what y'all think. We kick a series off. Let me know what y'all think, though. Straight up. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. We can go ahead and kick a series off. You know, we can go ahead and kick it off. So let me know in the comments what y'all think, though. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. You want to kick a series off or something like that about Trojan horses, voting, knowing yourself, knowing the enemy. That's like a man, fam. That's like a major one. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about, though. I'm gonna show you these books real fast, though. All right. It's always each one teach one. I'm gonna show y'all these books real quick. Let me know in the comments what you getting off this. You feel me? Let's go, Morris. Get them screenshots. Get them screenshots, Morris. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Art of War. Visualize. Let's go. Get them screenshots, Morris. Let's go. Let's go, Morris. So let me know what y'all Moors think, man. Like I say, I'm finna move around, though. I'm gonna catch y'all Moors on the next one, though. Alright? Y'all wanna kick this series off? Let me know in the comments when I post up this beam out. I self-law and master. Much love. I appreciate all y'all that tune in around the world. Each one teach one. I self-law and master. Peace, Moors.